Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to a special reading for the green light portal that is occurring currently as I record this through April 21st when all the planets are direct. So I'm calling this a manifestation reading. Let's see what Sag has going on because I'm a Sag as well. And what kind of things are we manifesting for this period? Okay. So in our heart of hearts, what is this card representing? Well, this can be a time where you feel, Sag, that you're being hung out to dry. I don't know if that's the right term, but this feeling like of being in a holding pattern or in a holding space. I have, I can relate to that. I've been saying lately, it's really strange, because I guess working from home adds to this. But I've been saying lately this is like Groundhog's Day because it's like I feel like I'm going the same places all the time and the days blend into each other because I'm doing a lot of the same things. And it's kind of always been that way, but for some reason it's like I feel like time is like collapsing. And I can't really explain it, but it doesn't feel like time is going by. It feels like I'm always doing these things and going these places. And the hangman might be that you are in this space between your old life and your new life. And it's almost like being in a waiting room, waiting to go on stage and do what you came here to do. Like it's showtime. And also, this can be a card of maybe needing to surrender to this. Fire signs tend to be very rebellious. So if something is happening, and also kind of like I would say too, impatient. Aries always gets a bad rap of being impatient, but I think fire energy in general, it's like, come on, let's rock and roll here. And surrender may be the last thing that you want to do, but letting go and letting God is coming up with this card. In this position, it's like, why do you need to surrender? 8 of Swords. Conditioned mind, oppressive thoughts that are keeping you stuck. But this is all on you. Even if this was coming from someone else, this is all on you because, you know what it could be? Because I think the hangman is connected to Neptune. And, Neptune is a ruler of Pisces, and Neptune is in Pisces as a transit. So that squares off the sun in Sag. And, being a sun in Sag myself, I've had that direct hit from Neptune in recent years, and I feel like I'm in a fog. And I mean, it's not like I'm not always kind of spaced out a little bit, because I am ungrounded, unfocused, kind of in, all over the map. But in addition to that, this can add a new layer to that confusion, to that meandering, or feeling like you don't have an anchor. And the root cause of that are thoughts that don't serve you. And they probably were coming from someone else who, for whatever reason, a lot of times, like for instance, parents, it's not that they're trying consciously to make their offspring feel bad, but they are projecting because that's what unconscious people do is they project. And this is something that you may need to free yourself from, and you could be a lot older than 20s or 30s. You could be in your 50s or 60s or even beyond. So don't think, oh, it's too late for this. I'm already retired. What do I need? It doesn't matter. I don't have to have good self-esteem. I'm not working. I'm not even really around people too much. So why do I need good self-esteem? It has nothing to do with other people. It has to do with yourself. Because when you are, really radically loving yourself, you're going to bring forth your gifts more readily. And speaking of that, the first thing you can do to manifest your goals during this period is embrace the new beginnings. I look at this card as the card of spring. Don't ask me if you live down under, because I know you're going to have autumn at this time. I on social media now, it's such a global thing that I'm following people that live in Australia or New Zealand, and they're talking about, oh wow, it was such a beautiful night and we were on the beach and all of this, and it's like, what? We just had another snowstorm. What are you talking about? But yeah, you see those leaves on that branch, that symbolizes growth, and that wands are fire energy. So you have to really tune into your fire energy. Some of us may feel like we don't really feel that fire within ourselves burning. And it's possible that you have not stoked your fire. I can relate to that, and the best way to do so is with creativity, because that's what the wands can represent too. A lot of you are probably creative in some way, and perhaps you have been neglecting your creativity, and maybe that's what the Eight of Swords is all about. Maybe your mind is consumed with trash thoughts that serve no purpose whatsoever, and they suck your energy. They siphon your energy from what you can be doing to create your dream in life. And that's something that people can get fooled by, because they have this thing that's distracting them, and they can just automatically think that it's important for them to really focus on that, and that's just a distraction. What is coming in is a strength card, and so if you this may be something that you are building. So maybe you're building, not just like, I think strength exercise means like lifting weights, I'm assuming. But I'm talking about the equivalent of, on the spiritual level. And even you can say like, with your immunity, like even your physical immunity, because sometimes, or maybe a lot of times, when you get upset, it lowers your immunity, and then you feel more run down physically. And so that could mean that you're building your sleep, so that you're getting a good night's sleep and that you're not depleting yourself that way. Maybe it means the type of foods that you're eating that are nourishing instead of depleting, or other kind of lifestyle practices that don't really add to your life, but you think are fun, or, giving you some kind of escape, but really they are adding more negativity to your life. So that's to me the ultimate strength, is getting rid of the weaknesses that derail people. And the outcome, this is an interesting card, because I was going to say, well, I'm going to pick another card, but I'm not, because the Nine of Wands is about setting boundaries. And this can be super important for empaths, because we tend to allow people to just walk all over us in the name of wanting to be kind. I see these signs and they say, if you can be anything in the world, be kind. And I want to just, I don't know, punch a hole in the sign. I know that sounds kind of violent, doesn't it? But it's like, to me, a lot of times it's bypassing, because it shuts people up. Sometimes we have to have difficult conversations. It's like toxic positivity. And positivity should never be toxic, but it's a way to control other people and treat them like they have to shut up and accept everything. And really, some of us need to have very clear boundaries. There was also something that came to me that's not necessarily exactly what this card represents, but I feel could be true for some of you. And it has to do with deciding that you're going to make time for your creativity, that you're not going to allow yourself to be distracted by anyone else who may not be on their purpose. So they want to, pull other people off theirs. And, if you're in a relationship with someone, if the hangman represents you being jerked around by someone who is promising to leave another relationship, and you feel like you're waiting for your life to begin, don't wait for your life to begin. The Ace of Wands is like, start going in the direction of your dreams ASAP. But I'm saying, astrologically timed, this card is very potent in the Aries season as far as I'm concerned. All right, Sag, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I have double readings for astrology that are at a special price, that go into your chart in depth, and also look at transits that are important for the upcoming 12 months, called my deep dive reading. That's at a special price. And I have another package deal with the tarot called the whole enchilada. And I have single readings too. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.